Beanie, bing, bing, bing. What is up? We are back for week 7. Now, it's Saturday, so the game starts tomorrow. The games start tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, I'll get this uploaded in time for the new games, but this could all be old news. However, let's just jump into it because there is some excitement here on the horizon. Now, as we see, um, the main headline. So I'm on the NFL.com page. The main headline right now is Debo is out. First game that Debo's not going to be in. They're already missing Terry McLaurin. Zach Ertz. Did they got any news on Zach Ertz? Because he's questionable. Okay, there is no news on Ertz. He was questionable. But yeah, Debo just got ruled out. Anyway, let's play some videos and let's just share our thoughts on what's said. I wonder if I can get it to play the audio through the speakers. So right now, it is not. Oh, the beautiful technology that we have. Oh, the beautiful technology we have. All right, let's try this. Okay, forget it. It's not playing out loud. That's something that I'll have to figure out, is how to get videos that I play to play through the speakers while I have the mic set up connected to the same laptop. Not sure if I can do it. Should be able to. But anyway, this is just a quick clip showing the Rams before their game in London. They're practicing at a baseball stadium. And then there's this whole idea about the Jaguars are already in England, while the Rams aren't going to be getting there until, I don't know. They're not going to get there until, I think they got there yesterday. So today's Saturday. They got there yesterday. And so it's like, oh, they're getting there so late while the Jaguars have been there since Tuesday. Is that going to be an advantage? I honestly don't think it matters much. That's not going to be the reason why the teams say, yeah, we lost because of that. If they got there like the day before and like people aren't getting no sleep, then sure, you could say that. I don't know why this commentator is showing pictures of herself on a horse. I'm not sure if that's her horse or if she's walking around, but yeah, this news story wasn't really focused on the game to begin with. They're just talking about, hotel accommodations and being in London, flight travel arrangements and all that. However, yeah, as far as the game goes itself, this is a game where I would not be confident about, just betting it if I was going to bet who is going to be the winner here. I mean, they're both 4-2, but in my view, when you go to London, or when you look at any international game, the games always play out like very unique. You'll have a player who even hasn't been doing anything, who all of a sudden they have a great game when they go to England. And the same way on the other side, you'll have a player that has been on a hot streak, having great games back to back, and they'll go to London and they'll just straight disappear from the stat sheet. So, yeah, I mean, I know that Devontae Adams will be the go-to receiver here with no Puka Nacua. But with this game in London, expect Tutu Atwell to have 2 touchdowns. It could be a game like that. Or on the other side, Brian Thomas has been playing very well lately. But in this game in London, expect Trevor Lawrence to throw for 125 yards and, Travis Hunter to be the leading receiver. And, the Jaguars still win the game by 1 point. So, yeah, in fantasy, I'm confident playing Adams, Stafford, Kyron Williams. Yeah, I'm not confident about anyone else. When it comes to the Jaguars, I mean, I hadn't drafted any Jaguars this year, and I didn't pick up many in free agency, but Lawrence has been having a good year so far with this first year with Cohen. So yeah, besides that, no one. I mean, ETN, but I'm not super confident in who's going to get the yards. I feel like the Jaguars will be able to move the ball on the Rams. I just don't know who's going to show up. Who's going to show up for the Rams? Is Brian Thomas going to be the guy? Parker Washington the guy? De'Ami Brown, he was good in the beginning of the season. Who's going to be the one? Yeah, we'll have to see. Hunter Long, tight end. All right. And then another video which I wanted to play and listen to was this game here. We have the Eagles versus the Vikings. I'm interested in this one. Interested in this one. Probably a lot of tush pushes. Yeah, well, highlights are good. Oh yeah, this is not indicative of what this game is going to look like, but it's nice to have some action shots. This game does have a chance to be a shootout. It has a chance. I don't know if it will, but the Eagles have been giving up a lot of points this season. And they are coming off of a big loss. While the Vikings, they have life injected into them with Carson Wentz. And now they have Addison back. Yeah, I think Carson Wentz, that was his first game, was the last game. And they played in London, or not, maybe it was I don't know, Ireland. I'm not sure where. They played overseas, and yeah, Wentz. I think this is probably his third week. So they had one game overseas. They had one game that they played here, and now they have their full complement of weapons. Plus, they have this basically it's playing the Super Bowl winners from last season. Expected to be a great game, a matchup that is going to surprise and delight us with what happens. And when it comes to fantasy, regular, just regular season-long fantasy, what I'd be looking at here is Justin Jefferson. Yeah. Oh wait, Carson Wentz. This is gonna be his fourth game playing, and they had a bye last week. Week 6 they had a bye, so yeah. Carson Wentz, he's won 2 of the last 3 games with them. And the Eagles, I believe it's the same. Oh no, the Eagles have lost their last 2 in a row. So essentially, yeah, this will be a good game for both teams. I imagine they'll both be pretty hungry when they come out. Barkley, no touchdown last week, and he's been scoring 4 out of 5 games before that he scored. So he didn't score any last week. So I'll be comfortable playing Barkley. Jalen Hurts with the tush push. He's always he's always a tush push away from a score. And then Antonio Brown. I think I'm more comfortable playing Antonio Brown than Devontae Smith. And this year, the fantasy darling has been Goddard. So he definitely rolled with Goddard. Anyway, what a week of football. I'm only going to cover a couple things today because, this is just supposed to be a quick video. We got more that we could show. Wanted to test out how to play video while talking. The video sound, have to work on that, get the sound to come through. So then we'll be able to comment on what these people are saying specifically. But it looks like they're saying the obvious things. Keep in mind Debo being out. For me, that switches probably 50% of my lineups. Kudos to you if you saw the Noah Fant play on Thursday night. Noah Fant. It was a late call for me, but ended up putting in Noah Fant on 2 of my teams, and I'm glad I did because both those teams had Zach Ertz, and I believe both those teams had Deebo Samuel as well. And Deebo Samuel's been rolled out, and Zach Ertz, he may still be questionable, which, if Zach Ertz plays, he's a good play because there's no Deebo. But there's a chance he doesn't play. So keep that in mind. If you do have a lot of commanders on your team, I'll be looking at Luke McCaffrey Luke McCaffrey. Jaden Daniels always seems to put it together, regardless of who his receivers are. So Jalen Lane, he had some looks last week. Chris Moore, he did drop a couple passes, so I'm not as confident in Chris Moore, but he's been out there with the starting receivers. Okay, and then to wrap up here, a couple of success stories. We had This Is AY. He purchased my consulting package last week and helped get his team to a win. He won by 50 points. Congrats to you. This is AY. And then also wanted to show off Jappa, who, when his team came to me, he was 1-2 in last place in this league. And that was week 3. And I ended up helping him from week 3 after week 3. So he was 1-2. So it was week 4, week 5, week 6. You see here, 3 straight wins. This was the latest one. And honestly, the closest one. Won by just 9 points here. But yeah. Had much bigger ones last week. This was more of a nail biter, week 6, but have to give it up to Patrick Mahomes on Sunday Night Football. Patrick Mahomes and Xavier Worthy pulling that final nail in the coffin. And this week, we got another 1-5 team who is looking to help, who was asking for help with their team to help improve it to get a win. So, we'll work on the barbershop in the Stanford League. Shout out Stanford. The Stanford League is going to have some improvement from barbershop. 1-5. But, off to a good start here already. So, that's all for now. It is week 7. Playoffs are still in reach, believe it or not, especially if you're in these leagues where you got 10 teams in the league and 8 of them make the playoffs. Man, you got a chance. Even if you get to the end of the season and you got 3 weeks left, you still got a chance to make the playoffs. So just keep pushing, keep pounding, keep chopping wood. And until next time, I'll see you.